let's go to, I did a little something with bridge. Now for fun, why don't I just continue to work with this object before we go to the chair demonstration? And I'm going to demonstrate bridge with this object. This is a little bit of an advanced piece because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show a new tool. The tool's called mirroring. That's where you take an object, it continues to be the same object. In other words, there won't be a new object in this list over here, but new geometry will be made. To do it, I'm going to go to my 4 view, and if I want to, I'm going to turn on garage shading here. And let's go ahead and go to the top view, so I'm looking. And I'm going to hit the mirror button, and the mirror button has all kinds of values that we can turn on and turn off as we like. And I've got duplicate points. I don't necessarily have to have snap or duplicate, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything on. And to do this, I want you to notice that I click over here to the left, a line shows up that goes from top to bottom. And that line is adjustable, right? If I go just a little bit to the right of the object, it duplicates the object. But I want to point out one other thing. The object still remains a single object. Okay? What it's done is duplicate all of the points on that object, all of the faces on that object, okay? No, this is not an instance. This is actually duplicating the geometry, so the geometry is showing up. It's not an instance. All right, so that's cool. Now, the other thing I want to show you is to get it to work on the parallel to the z-axis, I click over here to the left. It's a little, you got to get some intuition going on here. To get it to work on the y-axis, I'm sorry, the x-axis, excuse me, I've got to click up here, all right? Excuse me. So it'll go in a way, or for that matter, I guess I can go to another window over here. Like I could go to this window, and I could just do it any old way I wanted to. Now, I want you to notice that it ended up in a place that wasn't exactly reasonable or rational. It worked, but if I was trying to do something fairly precise, like I was trying to copy one leg of a chair so it was equal to the other leg of a chair, that wouldn't make any sense to me, right? That is the reason that I go to a top view and I use this technique where I click to the left because this is now perfectly perpendicular to what I just made, okay? So let's go there. And this is kind of a magical tool because, look, I've still only got one object over here. I didn't duplicate them. They're part of the same entity. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And now I'm going to do a bridge. Bridge is such an excellent tool, I can't even tell you. I use it so much. I'm choosing 2 faces. And to get a little closer on the object after I've chosen, I'm going to hit the S key so they're closer. And then I'm going to bridge them. And again, I'm taking the upper left corner. I don't want to go down here because look, it makes this, oh, actually in this case it worked, but hold on for just a second. I want to go to something that's parallel and opposite that face, and watch what happens when I do so. Boom. I made a bridge between those 2 objects. I don't even need to define for you the word bridge. It's clear to you that I bridged something, right? Now let's go in on this again, and let's watch what happens when I go to the bottom. When I go to the bottom, it turns out that actually what happens is it turns as it bridges. And that's kind of nice in this case, right? But excuse me. It's not as nice when you do something like this. We're going to bridge again, and now we're going to bridge over to this one. And you see that this little thing that gets made in the middle is not appropriate. Since we're going to use this stuff to make things with rapid prototyping and CNC milling, this would be a disaster if I went to try to make it, right? This is infinitesimally small between the 2. It's not realistic. You don't want to do it, all right? Very good. Let's go ahead. I'm going to stop this, save this video, and then we'll proceed with the next example.